ain't no game. This that CSZ game. They said pull up, so I came. You better put some respect on their name. Yeah, 55 was goody. Kill the vibe, how could he? Big Cardinal on the hoodie. Let me break it down for you fully. This ain't your average broadcast. This ain't just no podcast. Another show spread fake news. We just call it podcast. West, Joey, Sam, Shawn, Dalton. And you know that boy hit you. He said he wants small fry. Tell him they better make him big. Yeah, you already know what we be on.
You bet. 40. Here he goes. This place is gone.
If we set it instead of the stone, sit in the seat, set up your phone. You in the Cardinal sports zone.
Straight steal of home. The slide. The Cards win.
The magic is working tonight. How do you know when things are
The emotional journey to the championship.
What is up, everybody? We are coming to you live from the Shoot 360 studios. It's the longest running streaming podcast series in the city devoted to Louisville athletics. This is the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast brought to you by Prime IV Louisville. I'm your host, Jeremy Wallman, coming to you all on a very special Saturday night episode of the podcast. We're all excited. We're all hype. Got to get Joey back in here because for some reason his signal's not great, but we got him back in here. Audio only, it looks like. Co-host for the day, football beat writer for CardinalSportsZone.com and resident Miami super fan, Sam Baisden.
What up?
We have the one and only and lonely Sean Barber.
How's it going?
We have the little big little brother. I do that every time. Joe Wallman.
Acknowledge me.
He's on a delay. He's in the hospital parking lot. And last but not least, by any measurable amount on earth, our guy Higgy's joined us tonight.
Hello, everybody.
What's up, Higman?
What's up?
Don't forget the Mossy Oak chat line is open. If you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or however, send us your questions on social media. Check out the graphic below to see how you can follow the podcast on social media or help support us monetarily. Hit that thumbs up button while you're here on YouTube. Make sure you're watching on YouTube if you can. It'll help us out more. And shout out to our plethora of sponsors: Fitness Market, Four Pegs, Collision Course, Crew Tailgaters, Cherry Pick and Shoot 360, Mossy Oak, Planet Fitness, Rally House, Beckmanns, FineBladeZ, Josh Jarboe from Remax Realty, and Prime IV Louisville. Speaking of Prime IV Louisville, are you ready to take your health to the next level? Prime IV Hydration and Wellness has a special promotion just for you. Join us now and receive 1 month free with a 6-month membership. Just mention the Cardinal Sports Zone sent you. This offer is only available for a limited time. So head over to Prime IV in Middletown to enjoy their customized IV treatments and expert care. Elevate your wellness routine today. Call 502-251-9836. Really quickly, do not forget 2 weeks. I believe it's 2 weeks, isn't it, Sean? Episode 300 coming to you. We will have Louisville legend Chris Redmond in the building. We'll have Louisville legend in his own mind, Steve Rummage, in the building. And we're working on another special guest. But talking about Sean, just wait. There's more. Because tonight we have on, this is like his 57th. Like, he honestly, at this point, he should probably be an honorary member of the podcast team. He was there last night. He was tailgating. He was in the stadium. He was coaching from the sidelines. I call him Mr. 305. You all can call him Brandon Radcliff. Brandon, what's good, man?
What's good? What's going on, y'all boys? What's up, man?
Never a doubt, right?
That's right.
Always. Never doubt in mind.
Somebody still owes me wings now.
Oh, man, you should have pulled up yesterday, man. I would have had you. I had him on deck.
Man, he going to make me cuss on the show. This is a family show.
That's all you need is more wings.
Yeah, you don't need no more. You don't need no wings. Well, let's get this started off really, really quickly. And I want to get I've got some questions for you because you were actually there, and that perspective is always a little bit different. But we're going to start out like we do every show. Y'all know I never can. Sean, you can attest to this. Sam, you can. Joe, you can. I never get to enjoy a game fully because I'm writing notes the entire time. I want to catch all my reactions in real time, whether they're good, bad, unwarranted, crazy, whatever it is. We call it quick hitters. Louisville entered the game last night as the number one pressure team defensively in the country. Can the offense pull its weight tonight? Brom 3-2 versus the top 5. It's a Louisville ball first. Isaac Brown gets a nice 10-yard run on first down. There are 2 quarterbacks on the field for the first play of the game, too. Lacey runs the wild card. He gets 2 yards. Hurry for 10, moving the ball. This is nice. IB grabs a nice 4-yard gain off the screen. We're past midfield. Chris Bell for 10. Isaac for 30 on the ground. Here come the cards. 1st and 10 from the 12. Deuce with a QB keep for 4. Third quarterback on the field so far. Bell for 9. Miami has only given up 6 points all year in the first quarter. It's looking like it's going to be the same thing. There's no touchdowns. 4th and 1, and we're kicking the field goal. It's a fake field goal for a conversion. 1st and goal from the half-inch line. Tush, push, tutty. Cards are up. 7-0. Let's get Joey back in here. I don't know why he keeps kicking them out. I'm not kicking you out. It's kicking you out.
No, it was like so I reopened it.
Okay, cool. All right. What an opening drive for Louisville. First touchdown of the season against Miami in the first quarter. First defensive stand coming up. Cards stuffed the Canes, the first 2 downs, followed by a personal foul, 15-yard penalty. It's 3rd and 25. Screen pass for very little. It's 4th down. Miami punts. Card's second offensive possession. Lacey returns the punt to the 45. The wild card gets stuffed on 1st down. Kurisky for 8. 3rd and 1. Deuce Adams quarterback option, 1st down. Very next play, Chris Bell, 35-yard touchdown. We're going to talk a lot about Chris Bell tonight because he really, somebody joked in the podcast chat last night that this was going to be his legacy game. Now, I'm not going to give him any credit publicly because he's normally a negative Nancy in the chat, but he jokingly said, legacy game, and he put up some stats, and I was like, that's really not enough for a legacy game. I was like, more like 7, like almost hit Bell's numbers right on the. I was like, 9 catches, 145, and 2 touchdowns. That'd be a legacy game. And he's like, all right, well, we'll see. He almost hit exactly that. Coming into his own, Chris Bell turned down more money from Texas to come here and finish out his career. That says a lot about his character. Says a lot about how much he loves the team. And we all know, look, at the end of the day, this is a business. You don't have to love the team. And it's even more so a business now than it was like when I'm going to throw myself into Brandon's, back when we were playing, which was absolutely within the same time frame. I didn't play a decade before him. I digress. So, for him to do that, it spoke volumes to the fan base. And I don't know who he reminds you all of, but when I see him out there playing, he reminds me of guys like Mario Urrutia, J.R. Russell, Devontae Parker, Lavelle Boyd, the big receivers downfield that can make you can get you yards when you need him. And, Bell still makes a couple of hot-headed mistakes from time to time, and he also gets blamed for some that he didn't. That crackback block yesterday, I would love to say was the stupidest penalty call I've ever seen. But then a couple of series later, we saw a phantom roughing the passer that never occurred either. Let me get back on playing. We'll talk more about Bell in a little bit, though. Chris Bell, 35-yard touchdown, 14-0 Cards, going exactly like I thought. LOL. Miami with the ball. At this point, I turned to my brother and said, we need another score before I start to feel comfortable. In full disclosure, and you'll hear this throughout my notes, I did not even get a little bit worried about this game until we had the fumble Ruski. We were up 11, and it was we were about to end the game, and a miscue happened. They pulled within, and I'm like, okay, I still think we can pull this off. The defense has been fire all night, but at that point, I was a little bit worried. Miami, 30-yard Miami with the ball, 30-yard completion, just like that. Miami's in business. Another 40 yards on the next play to Tony. Crap. First and goal from the 6. 4 on first down. Stopped on second. Getting on third. Fletcher for 6. It's 14-7 Cards with 2:29 left in the first quarter. I'm gonna try to, since we have so many people on tonight, I'm gonna try to thumb through and get to the scoring drive ones. Let's see. Okay, Miami starts off. Let's see. Moss almost mossed himself on second down. It's 3rd and 10. Evades pressure, overthrows. Cards punt for the first time of the evening. Miami starts off on their 7-yard line, 6-yard run on first. But wait, unsportsmanlike penalty. Miami gets 1st and 12 from the 5, stuffed on first, convert on second, and probably one of the best linebacker interceptions I've ever seen. Joey, you pointed this out. I almost called him Rocket Watts. Antonio Watts tracked the ball the entire. It was almost like the play was meant for him. Amazing interception. It's card time. Watts was watching it from the time it left Beck's hand. Carson Beck throws 5 interceptions on the night. And I know what you're going to say. Sam was about to hold up the 4 fingers. Go ahead, Sam. Go. How many did you throw?
Are you talking about the second one to JoJo? So 4.
So I'm talking about the 5th interception he threw that was wiped out by the bullcrap penalty. So he threw 5 to us. So I think the stat that I saw was really interesting was, I think, along with the 5 he threw to us, really had 3 other incompletions. So it is what it is. So Watts interception. Card started off at the Miami 32. Brown for 3 to start off the drive. Isaac Brown for another 7. He got hit really, like, it was probably one of the nastiest licks I've seen in a long time. Bell for 12 more to get us over midfield. Kewan stuffed on first. Moss sacked on second. Good decision this time. Didn't try to force the ball. Didn't throw it to the other team. This is progress. 3rd and 21. Lacey for 12. 4th and 10. Punt. Miami ball at the 11. False start on Miami. 1st and 15. Stopped on first. Jabari Mack with a track and pick of the season after the last one. Got to capitalize on these turnovers, though. Cards start off at the 30. Lost a 2 on first down with a wild card. IB for 17. Bogus blindside foul on Bell. 2nd and 17. 3rd and 17 after a miss. Cards punt again. They do not capitalize. I wasn't nervous at this point, but in my head, as a former football player, I'm like, you got to do something with this. You can't just keep grabbing. And I had, because you never know how many. You had no idea he's going to turn the ball over 3 more times, or how many more times officially. Tony tries to run the punt back after calling for a fair catch, 5-yard penalty. Miami from the 30. 5 minutes left in the half. We have to stop them again. Gain of 5. 2nd and 5. They convert, but penalize again at 2nd and 15. 62-yard catch and run by Tony, though. He gets DDT'd by Holloway at the 10. 3 40-yard plays so far. 2 more turned into interceptions. They could have had 5. Stepped on first. Errant pass on second. It's 3rd down. QB run gets tackled for no gain. Defense holds them to a field goal attempt. It's 14-10. We have 3 timeouts left. 2 minutes. It's our ball. Kuriski for 11 yards on the first down. Lacey for 3. IB for 2 more. It's 3rd and 5. Completion to Hurry for the first down near midfield. 1st and 10 from the opponent 48. Moss tries to moss the ball again after Bell slips. 2nd and 10. Then he misses Collins. Brown for 8. It's 4th and 2. Punt. I really thought that we had an opportunity to catch them off guard and convert there before halftime. But you can't sit here. My main point of the whole day, a weekend, has been last week we kind of criticized, maybe not criticized, but we pointed out, hey, man, if we'd have just punted on 4th down, maybe Isaac Brown doesn't fumble the ball. And that one wasn't Isaac's fault. Like, it was a mispitch. But that's 7 points we gave to Virginia that would have gave us that game last week had we punted. So I started thinking to myself, man, I wish we would have went for it. And I was like, you know what? Well, what if that would have happened again? So whereas we criticize you one week, we have to give you your flowers the next week. We don't know how it would have turned out, but it turned out well this time. We punt it, 4 seconds left. Miami nails it out. We go to halftime, 14-10 Louisville. 19 yards rushing by Miami. 2 giveaways to us. 23 minutes, 55 seconds trailing in this game so far. Only 9 minutes the rest of the entire season. Penalties galore for Miami. We are fundamentally sound. Not that many penalties for us. First time trailing this season at the half for them. Miami gets the ball first in the second half. Could have been better. Could have been worse. I had to go to the bathroom all game. I'll just hold it. I'll suffer. I am very, very superstitious when it comes to stuff like that. So I was like, man, do I go to the bathroom? What if I go to the bathroom and we start losing? Do I have to go back in there and try to get it? I mean, I don't even know how to do that, right? So
you literally said, do I need to keep this urine in my body for the whole game?
All right. Well, yeah, that's exactly what I said. Thank you, Joey. I appreciate you saying the quiet part out loud there.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
I know. Thanks. They start the ball off, and we all know how important it was for them to hold them to no points coming out of the gate. Canes get 2 on the first down. Rush defense is strong in this game. Pass breakup is third down. Beck takes off, does not convert. Miami punts it. Should put Louisville in good field position. It does not. Great punt. Cards start off on the opposite 30. Cards D does their job after the break. Bell for 13 and another first down. Collins for 14, first down. Bell comes out of the game. It appears to be a hamstring pull. IB for 6 on the ground. And for those of y'all that are listening and wondering why I keep calling them IB and then the other, because they both have the last name Brown. So if I say Brown for 6 and then Brown for 6 and it's Keywan and Isaac, y'all don't know. So I'm calling them IB and KB. Probably should have said that at the beginning. Anyway, I digress. So Bell goes out of the game with an apparent leg cramp. IB for 6 on the ground at 2nd and 4. 1 yard on second down. It's 3rd and 3. Incomplete. A stupid quarterback decision comes into play again, but not one that makes us pay. It's 4th down. Cards go for the field goal. 48-yard field goal is good. Really good. Cards up 17-10. 11 minutes left in the third quarter. It's Miami's ball again. Beck with a 4-yard pass on first down. 5-yard rush on second. 3rd and 1. They convert. Please just run out the clock. Hutch knocks down a first down catch after a hard hit. 2nd and 10. 4-yard gain on the bubble pass. It's 3rd and 6. Must stop them here. And they do. Miami punts. 7:30 left in the third quarter. Lacey gets the ball. He gets hit immediately. He's down at the 7. It's 1st and 14 from the 4 after 12 men on the field penalty. Our first shake my head penalty of the game. Again, I want to, and we'll give our flowers after the game, but the difference in the game last night and the prior games is that fundamentally we were more sound. We didn't make as many stupid mistakes. And even the penalties they did call, half of them weren't actually penalties at all. Isaac Brown, well, this time I called him Isaac Brown. Isaac Brown for 8 on first down. Bell for 5 on second. Cards offense looks efficient. Musa, again, with the holding penalty. This is his 6th holding penalty of the year. Leads the team. Or actually, I put his 500th holding penalty of the season. It's 1st and 20 from the 10. We missed the receiver on second. It's 3rd and 20. Not a good drive after a big defensive stop. KB takes the screen for 12, and the Cards punt. Need a big stop here. Canes start off at the opponent opposite 45. Got to hold to a field goal or less. 4:43 left in the third quarter. Loss of 1 on first by Clutch Hutch. Roughing gives Miami the first down, though. Miami will be on the 26-yard line. Lubin disrupts the trick play. It's 2nd down. Their running back drags our entire team 5 yards. It's 3rd and 2, but a false start by them. So last night, Miami was the penalty-laden team that helped us out a whole lot. False start, 3rd and 7. Tip pass. It's 4th and 7. Miami's field goal attempt is good. 17-13 Cards with 1:51 left. Defense is pitching the gym tonight. We got to finish this and finish it strong. Bell is held on first down, but no call. Batted down on second, but Isaac Brown comes in for 20 on the ground on the next play. Loss of 3 on first down. IB for 14 more. The Cards are across midfield, and we go to the fourth quarter. We will start off on the 43-yard line. It's 1st and 10, but there's a false start on our center. First of the season, as far as I know. It's 1st and 15. IB for 4. 2nd and 11. Lacey with the spin move for 8. 3rd and 3. There's 13 minutes left. Got to hit a big play here. Timeout U of L. Very next play. Bell to the house again. 36 yards on the catch. It's 24-13 Cards. 13 minutes left. It's time for Beck to make a mistake. On God. That's what it says in my notes. Miami with a 6-yard gain on first. No gain on second. And just like that, it's 3rd and 3. Beck runs for the first down. He's short by 6 inches, or it's like we like to say it on the show, he was short by 3 Shawns. It's 4th down. They barely get it. Sacked on first. It's 2nd down. They come up short. 3rd and 1 again. They appear to convert, but there's a holding call. 3rd and 11. It's 4-down territory for Miami. Say his name and he appears. Evans interception, but a roughing the passer is called. Bull crap. It's 2nd and 9 for Miami at midfield. A 2nd down, heave out of bounds. It's 3rd down. And after a clutch Clev Lubin tackle, it's 4th and 4. They will go for it. Evans said, the ball don't lie. He picks it off again for real this time. It's his 3rd interception of the game. He had 3 all season coming into this game. The Cards have a chance to put it away on this drive. And on the very first play, IB fumbles the ball. Tony jet sweep in for 6 points. It's 24-19 Cards. Canes go for 2. They get it 24-21, and just like that, the number 2 team in the country storms back. Listen, I've seen a lot of narrative that Miami just not a good team. That team is, in my opinion, is the second best team in the country. We were just better than them last night. We were more prepared. Anybody that tries to downplay it and say, "Oh, Miami must suck," no, we're just legit. We sucked last week. Miami sucked this or last game. Miami, and they didn't really even suck because they played great. It was just their quarterback play, which I think a lot of us thought was going to be their strong suit going into the game. I mean, Carson Beck, right? So.
Nope.
Bell for 8 on first down. KB for the first down. Isaac was pulled after the fumble. Moss tried to throw a pick 6 at second down. Bell for a big first down catch. KB with a huge block on that. Kiwan for 6 yards on the ground. 2nd and 4. Kiwan for a loss of 3 on the next play. It's 3rd and 7. Not ideal. 4th and 8 after an incompletion. Louisville has to punt to Miami with 4 minutes left in the game. Starting to get a little bit aggravated. Miami will start off on the 15. This should be their final possession. Gain of 2 on first. Defense by TJ Quinn on second down. Third down. It's 3rd down and 8. Now 3rd and 13 after the false start. They're going to have 2 downs. They will go for it. Convert for 17. Matt crushes the wide receiver on first down. They convert again, though. Quarterback rush for 1 yard. 2 minutes left. 3rd and 3 for Miami. 1:35 left. They convert again. They're getting near field goal range. Under a minute left. It's 3rd and 1, 42 seconds. They convert. The ball's on the 31. And just like that, TJ Capers with a phenomenal interception. That's the game. 24-21 Cards. Brom now 4-2 against the top 5. We will be ranked tomorrow when the polls come out. I put in my notes that we're going to blame Shawn regardless of what happened because he didn't show up to watch the game last night. So we're going to blame him in a positive way this time. They had 5 turnovers all season. We forced 4 in this game. We are the team responsible for their last 2 home losses as well. They hadn't lost a game since the last time we beat them 2 seasons ago. Our offense continues to put our defense in some suspect situations, but our defense is able to get out of them. I talked on the show Friday night about not being super impressed in the few games I watched against Miami. Even though we beat them, they impressed me a little bit more last night. Their receivers are phenomenal. Their running back is a tank. They still look like the top 5 team in the country. Again, people will be critical of the things, but we are of some things, but we are playing the number 2 team in the country. So you also have to take that into consideration. The level of difficulty has to be considered. Brandon, you were there live as we move into segment number 2. Tell us a little bit about the atmosphere. Your thoughts, just y'all tailgated, just the whole game day experience for you.
Yeah, man, it was great, man. Came out there, we got out there early, like 3:00 to tailgate the game. I got a lot of my friends went to UM, so they're UM alums. So a lot of them I tailgated with. So we was talking before the game, just chatting it up. Good atmosphere, man. It was a good atmosphere during the game and before the game. So it was great, man. Going into the game, experiencing it, and sitting on Louisville side, man, couldn't ask for more, man.
That's awesome. Sam, now I know you didn't get to watch it live. Well, you had the opportunity to watch it live, but you're being very, very superstitious. So tell us about because we are superstitious. We're Louisville fans. We know if we don't do everything right, somebody's going to try to screw us. So kind of take us through the way you watched it last night.
Well, I watched it this morning because
the way you kept up with it last night. Then.
Well, I didn't at all.
Okay.
Because when I got done with what I was doing, it was in the second quarter, and I think they were driving. I was like, oh crap! It was 14-0 when I got off the bus, and I'm like, started watching it, and I'm like, oh crap! They're doing some things. Let me turn it off.
Right.
Went back to the bus. Then
took one for the team,
and I didn't turn it on at all until you text me. I was like, that must be something good. So I looked at the final score, and I'm like, yeah. So I watched it this morning.
All right. Now, Shawn, I don't know why we've all decided this week to watch it in different ways. Brandon watched it live. I watched it. I mean, me and Joey watched it here. Shawn kept up with it via Twitter, correct?
Yes.
Because he was taking his kids. Well, no, not his kids. He was taking his sister's kids out for Halloween stuff.
Well, we were all together. It was the two sisters and the kids.
Absolutely, because y'all can't do anything. Shawn, were you there with them when they procreated?
No.
Okay, I'm not sure. Y'all are a pretty close family.
I don't know about that.
Were you at least in the house then?
He probably was. But anyway, so what was your thought process?
Yeah.
Throughout the game.
He was wearing earplugs.
When I first saw the first touchdown, I saw a highlight of it, and I was like, okay, that was a great call on that fake field goal. I can't believe that Miami fell for it, because you got to figure we're going to pull out all the stops. We're not just going to be like, oh, let's take our three and go. No, we're going to want to do something. I just was shocked they fell for it. And then the fact the guy celebrated in the end zone, I saw that. Like he did something big. Like, ooh, I stopped him from scoring a touchdown.
Yeah, what an idiot.
And then
I think probably what they thought was that it was
fourth down.
Yeah, fourth down.
Yeah.
So
it was. He probably thought it was 4th and goal instead of I think it was
fourth and one
or two or something. Yeah. But the Chris Bell, the second touchdown where he took off, like he looked like the fastest guy on the field.
But he proved last night he's probably one of our best vertical running receivers since Devontae. If you remember against Cincinnati, I think it was Devontae's senior year. Brandon, the monsoon game at home.
Year.
That
was with Teddy, so it had to be like his sophomore.
Okay, but we ended up winning that game in overtime when John Wallace, rest in peace, hit the field goal to secure it. But he had a 78-yard touchdown run where he basically was just doing the Tecmo Bowl zigzags. Yeah. And Chris Bell can zig, he can zag, and he can put it in the end zone.
He just took off. Like he literally ran. I believe it was across. He ran, then just straight up the sideline. He's gone. They had 3 guys there to try to tackle him, and nobody could touch him.
Oh, the second one?
Was that the second one?
It was the first.
Both
the first one was a crossing
kind of
the first one was a crossing pattern.
Yeah.
The second one he did cross, but he stopped in the middle of the zone.
Yeah.
Took it, turned upfield and went.
Yeah,
off.
he turned. Yeah, so I'm talking about the first one. He went to the sideline and straight up the sideline, and they had guys there and they couldn't get to him.
It was beautiful, man.
He's an explosive dude, man. Chris Bell is legit.
But after that,
you can call him wide receiver 1. I'm going to call him a first-round draft pick in the NFL. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Great chance, bro. They couldn't do nothing with him. I was trying to tell all the UM guys, alumni, and I was tailgating. I'm like, Chris Bell, one name, I'm telling you, he gonna go crazy. He's different. He's a different, animal out there when it's compared to other animals. So.
Oh, and Brandon was there at Brom Rock Stadium last night, as we've named it now because he's undefeated there. Did you get to watch the game with any of your other former teammates or other former Cardinals?
Nah, I was on the Louisville side, so I actually did. I was there, and Damian Copeland was like literally 2 seats. Akeem Smith was there. They're cousins. I saw D'Angelo Brown, John Brown, Reeve. They was in the suite, so I seen a couple teammates. So it was definitely coordination out there, as opposed to the like the players and stuff like that as well. So
gotcha. Let's go to the chat line real quick because it's over here lit up like a Christmas tree. Robert Maxwell says, "What's up, Cardinal Sports Zone?" Terry Jones says, "Go Cards." Wes Brocky says, "Hey, there's a Hickey sighting." Terry Jones says, "Hope your mom's doing better, Jeremy and Joe." She is doing better. We appreciate that.
I'm about to walk in here and find out.
Joey's about to go in there and visit with her. Let's see. Wes Brocky. Wes Brocky says, "What a game last night. I was ready to slap the announcer last night. They sounded like a broken record." Coming from you, that says a lot because you sound like a broken record most of the time. TJ Quinn was a beast last night. Oh, Garrett Hoover. Found out my downstairs neighbor is a Miami fan. We exchanged friendly middle fingers this afternoon. This game has been turning into a good rivalry. It's a shame this won't be a yearly game now. We played them the last 3 years in a row.
Yeah, it's because they updated. Because originally we were supposed to have 3 teams we played every year.
So this is the first. Let me before you get going, Shawn, with all this nerdy stuff. This is the first year that they've eliminated the divisions, correct?
No.
They did last year as well.
Last year.
Okay, so we just happened to have Miami last year on the schedule, and got them again this year.
Well,
because I know Virginia and Miami were our crossovers when we first got into the ACC.
Well, so what happened was
2 years ago they got rid of them because that's when we went
Yeah.
to the ACC championship game. We were, that was the first year of it.
Yeah, because Miami, Georgia Tech, and Virginia were supposed to be. They were supposed to have 3 permanent opponents, and,
right?
And now they don't. Now there's no permanent other than Virginia. You get one, and it's Virginia for us.
Yay!
Cool.
Garrett Hoover says, "Was it just me, or was the ref's ball placement questionable a lot?" Yeah, it was.
Refs was helping Miami all night last night.
They tried to, man. They really wanted Miami to win.
Yeah, even my mom was texting like the refs trying to help them win. They couldn't do it. It's crazy.
Wes Brocky says, "Where will they rank us? You know, they didn't even want to rank us at all this year."
25.
We'll ask that question later on in the show. All I know is the former Miami players were mad, even Michael Irvin. If we're in the SEC, we would have been ranked in the top 10 because it's the ACC, probably 20th. Yeah, I'm bitter. Brocky says, I say 25 because they don't like us. John Lindemann wants to know who is the Sasquatch. That's Higgy. Garrett Hoover says, love the roughing the passer call. Slow eye roll here. Good thing karma is real. Robert Maxwell on YouTube watching. Wes Brocky, we are like Muhammad Ali. We shock the world in their own backyard. Fabian's our guy Fabian Bradley says, go Cards. What a win, baby. What's up, Fabian? John Lindemann wants to know if Sam was actually sad his team lost. Fabian says
win, man.
He won either way. He set himself up for that win on Thursday night. We brought the boots back. That's the dumbest trophy in college football.
I like it. You don't like it? I like the little.
Well, we know Sam likes it because he's got a pair of those boots at home. But
yeah, everybody got a little cowboy in them.
Yeah, hey, I take any trophy, man.
No,
I think it should be the golden pipe.
Yeah, let's go.
That's my. So I don't just like the boots, but Howard was known for the pipe he always
had. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So that's probably why I have a little bit of biasness against it. So I don't hate the boots.
They don't want the players to be putting a pipe to the mouth, and it's just not gonna look good. You know,
no,
it's a celebration.
It's not. Sean will explain it to you later.
They say let's stay away from that.
Pipe to the mouth is not a good
look. Robert Maxwell says, can't wait for the homecoming game next week against Boston College. Night game is going to be off the chain. Garrett Hoover says, Hurricane Twitter is a flaming dumpster. The meltdown has been awesome. So full disclosure, you all know we've had a guy on our show. He played for Miami, Amon Richards. Very, very good dude. He's from Miami. Just now I didn't message him. I thought, again, Superstition Jeremy. I was like, I didn't message him before the game last year, but I did when we went down there and beat them the year before. I'm going to message him real quick. 5 minutes before the game started, I was like, hey, what's up, man? What are you doing? He's like, I'm here at the game. I was like, I'm just sitting here relaxing. And he was like, relaxing. Okay, you know what's about to come. I was like, oh, yeah, I know. That's why I'm relaxing. And, we just had a little bit of friendly banter there, but great dude.
I got a funny story about that because remember last year before we did a podcast before the Miami game last year with him, right? And literally like 2 months, probably not even he came and gave me a estimate on a job because he was working at his job, and he gave me a estimate on something that he was doing. And I looked, I'm like, man, I'm like, did we do a podcast on Cardinal Zone? He was like, he's like, what's your name again? Because I had it under my wife's name.
Right.
I'm like, Brandon Radcliff. He's like, oh, man, we were just on a pod together. It was crazy. I'm like, small world.
You should have said, my name is greatest of all time, and don't forget it.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Fabian, I'm trying to scroll through some of these. John Lindemann says he's cooking dinner, Higgy. I don't know why he pinpointed Higgy on there. Let's see.
We know.
Yeah, we know. Chris Bell cemented himself as a first-round draft pick. Our guy Jay Bell in the building. And John Lindemann just tweets the word pipe 100. Okay, this is a family show, Lindemann. So let's.
You know who he reminds me of?
Papa Smurf?
No. I'm talking about Chris Bell.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you meant Lindemann. Who?
I know you said Devontae Parker earlier, but like he reminds me of Devontae Adams, and that's not a stretch. and he has that potential going into the league. Big, strong receiver, quick, deceptively quick. That's who he reminds. When I watch him play, that's who he reminds me of.
I'm going to make a bold prediction. Now, Sam's a Chiefs fan. Shawn, you're a Bears fan. Higgy's a fan of whoever's winning at the time. Me and Joey are Steelers fans.
Ravens.
No, you're a DoorDash fan. And Brandon, are you a Dolphins fan?
No.
Okay.
I don't really. I'm not. I don't really have like a team. I just root for like players, honestly.
Okay.
Players I like.
You can be a Steelers fan with us.
Yeah. So here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to make the bold prediction that he ends up playing for one of our teams.
Oh, Chris Bell?
Yeah, Chris Bell is going to be a Steeler, a Chief, a Bear, or a DoorDash. Or a Raven. Can y'all imagine Lamar? And all selfishness aside, if Lamar has Chris Bell to throw to down the field.
Oh God! Well, he don't have to. All he's got to do is throw it short. He throws it short. He'll get.
Yeah, that's it. Chris Bell. He's really a running back. So when I look at him, I think of like a Debo. Like, not that he got more explosive, but he just like catch the ball. And like when he catches it, he's a running back. Like. He got the body frame of running back. He's just bigger. That's what made him, I'm sure, think I could be a wide receiver. He's 6'2", 4'4", whatever he is, but he don't catch it and run like a wide receiver. He catches it and he's looking to run past people. People don't really want to tackle him. He's so big and fast that he's literally running past people and they're just sticking their hands out. So like
they can't do nothing about it.
Dude. Yeah, he's running. He's literally high knees and through everybody. And yesterday he put it on a big stage.
Listen, as special as it was to be able to see Teddy play here and Lamar play here, we've got another one I think you can add to the list of once in a lifetime. And it's a shame that he didn't play like this his entire career here, but he got better every year. Like you could tell last year he was, if he didn't break out last year, he was going to this year. Yeah. Even when
it was always like the one or two, but like in Brum's system, I think Brum could just like sell his system to anybody, like go back to Thrash, and then a year after is Ja'Cory Brooks, and now is Bell. Whoever takes that one role, and go back before that was more at Purdue. So like whoever's that number one, you're gonna dominate in Brum's system. It's just like it's given. Every number one he produces, and they have a solid quarterback. He's getting you to the league, and all those guys, except for Brooks, which is a shocker to me, not get drafted, but he had 1,000-yard season. What more can you ask for in a college wide receiver?
One, he just got activated to the Commanders this past week.
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah. I didn't know. I didn't see that. That's what's up.
Yeah, Thrash has been playing quite a bit with
Thrash
Cleveland.
Too. I saw that. Yeah, I saw him make a nice catch like 2 weeks ago with Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Miller Moss last night. So here's where I'll say his stats were kind of underwhelming for the night, but I think the stats that jump off the page are the one that they don't record. He still made a couple of suspect throws out of being worried, but 23 of 37 for 248 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's well over 1,000 yards for the season. He was in the last 3 games he threw for over 300 yards, so I'm not really sure how many he has on the season. Chris Bell, 9 catches, 136 yards, 2 touchdowns. Isaac Brown, 15 rushes, 113 yards. The defense had 5 interceptions. Yes, I'm counting it. 5 pass breakups, allowed only 63 yards rushing against Miami, and that was their bread and butter, was their rushing game. Let's go around the panel here. Higgy, I'll let you go first since we've kind of made a couple of jokes about you so far. You're so good at taking the jokes. I want to go with offensive MVP for you. Who's your offensive MVP?
I'd have to go Isaac Brown, just because he really showed out last night. Chris Bell, yes, we'll all say Chris Bell, but Isaac Brown really got the running game going, and really got us where we needed to be. We were coming into the game, we're 112th in the country in total yards of a rushing attack, and that's not good for us. He finally got it turned around, and the offensive line really stepped up more than anything. So
Higgy's offensive player of the game is the one that gave Miami a chance to win the game going down to, okay, makes sense. No, I don't. And to be fair, Chris Bell, I'm not picking Chris Bell as my offensive MVP. Joey, how about you?
Oh, I'm 1,000% picking Chris Bell. 2 touchdowns, broke, manufacture those touchdowns. The catch, and then being able to get past the second level and get into the end zone, and just not just that, but the timing of the catch and the yak yards. Just put on a clinic last night and proved why. Going into the season, he was really highly touted, and Chris Bell. We do not win that game at all without Chris Bell's production last night.
Very good. Brandon, we'll let you go next.
All right, yeah. I piggyback off of that. I definitely think it's without a doubt it's Chris Bell. He dominated 2 touchdowns on the ground, 100+ yards. Isaac played a great game too, but I definitely got to take away that fumble. At the time, like, fumbles are different just depending on the time when you fumble during the game. It was at the end of the game. Nah, you can't have that. They literally scored the next play, and it was a battle throughout the whole game. And we literally dominated the whole game. If somebody turned on in the fourth quarter, they would have thought it was an even kill game just because of that error of a turnover. And where you turn the ball over, you turn it over, they was 15 yards out from the touchdown. It's tough, but great game to him. But yeah, Chris Bell, man, he's dominant. He's dominant.
A little bit more about Chris Bell. Here's a list of Louisville players in history with 3 straight 125-yard receiving games. First one, Deion Branch in 2001, Mario Urrutia in 2005. Harry Douglas did it in both 2006 and 2007. Devontae Parker 2014. And last night, Chris Bell joins that elite club.
Didn't Tutu Atwell do it too?
No.
Not 125. I think
No.
100.
Oh, 100. Okay.
125, I think he said, right?
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Chris Bell is the first Louisville player with 3 straight 100-yard receiving games since Tutu Atwell had 4 in a row in 2019.
That's what I thought. Yeah. Okay.
And all
So those other guys weren't consecutive, right?
Oh, okay.
Or were no? It says consecutive.
You said 125.
Yeah.
You said 100.
Okay.
Yeah,
And all those receivers you called were drafted and had NFL
Good careers too. Good
Yeah.
careers.
All right, Shawn, let's hear your unconventional. Was it Cooper Ranvier?
No, I'm going to go Trevante Sylvester because the offensive line.
I hate you.
Yeah.
I hate you.
I was hoping you went to me first before Shawn.
Well, I was.
That's a
Full
thumbs up
disclosure.
right there.
Full disclosure. I was gonna go. My eyes watering. I was gonna go first because I didn't want nobody to steal mine, but Shawn did. So
Sorry.
Good.
But yeah, the offensive line changed dramatically with him in there, right?
It did.
They moved Robinson over to guard. It just changed dramatically. They
It's-
were able to run the ball. That's the first game since against Bowling Green, maybe?
No, was it the first game at EKU?
But
Yeah.
but the first game that we've really, since we started playing higher level competition, that we've been able
Sure.
to actually run the
Okay,
ball like
yeah,
we
Bowling.
thought we were going to run the ball.
Sure. Sam.
Is he the one that was blocking Bain? The one that you said?
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
him? I don't
Yeah.
know. All right, yeah. That was great.
I do agree with Shawn. I would say the entire offensive line.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So I just won't even give my comments on this because I've already talked enough anyway.
Because I think you have 2 first-round defensive ends on Miami's defensive line. Their linebackers are pretty fast. They're good. And you kept Miller Morris clean for the most part. They gave up 1 sack.
Yeah.
And they opened up countless amount of holes for the running backs to run through. So, yeah, for me, it's the entire offensive line.
Well, I'm not going to give my offensive MVP because you two sons of guns have stolen them both. Because I was going to say the entire offensive line, but I'm going to go first defensively, and I'm going to say all 4 guys that picked up the secondary. Well, it was a mixture because the linebackers, right? It was a mixture.
Linebackers, pretty much.
2 of them was linebackers, 2 of them were DBs, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
So the defensive backfield, they were just fun. Again, those 3 of the 4 interceptions were could have been. And maybe they were Sports Center top 10. I'm not sure. But just a couple of weeks after we had some phenomenal ones against Pittsburgh up at Heinz Field, was that Quinn that had that over-the-shoulder one-handed interception?
No, that was
Was it Watts?
Watts. Yeah.
Was it Watts again?
Yeah.
Okay.
The linebacker,
The
yeah.
100 one
Pretty
before
cool.
the touchdown?
Yeah.
Yeah, Watts.
Yeah. That's what's up. Sorry, that was corny.
Turned down for what?
Okay, that was cornier. Brandon, what about you? Who's your defensive player of the game?
Yeah, definitely those. I say the defensive coordinator. Let's go with the guy that's not on the field. He
Wow.
called a perfect game. I mean, Miami. He hurt. I think I was the best defensive player because I was telling him watch 10 and that phenomenal first interception. They literally hawked 10. I could vouch for you. I was in the stands because I watch Miami every week. I know what Carson Beck looked for on those second, third downs. And if you watch him, you could take away a lot of his first reads. He's not a second read, get it there type of guy. He literally was hawking 10 the whole game. So like pay attention to 10. I was screaming, oh, watch 10, watch 10. Everybody around was just shocked because when he threw it to 10 and they caught the pick, because the UM fans thought Malachi caught it just because it was so beautiful of a pick.
Yeah.
Like they thought he got behind the defense and the safety literally. Like watching it from our view, everybody was like, oh man, he caught it. But then we see him jump up and it was the safety. We like, oh, he caught it. That was crazy. So it was amazing. But yeah, the defensive coordinator, man, he called a fantastic game. He didn't let him, get back into the game the whole time. We literally almost had a 7-point lead, gave us, the confidence and the cushion to, finish that thing out.
And that's not something any of us would have said before the season out loud, that we thought the defensive coordinator was going to turn things around, because full disclosure, wasn't the best the first 2 years he was here with Brian, but he was also our defensive coordinator way back in the day, and nobody cared for his schemes and stuff then either. So
wasn't he our defensive coordinator when Craigthorpe was here?
Yeah, well, I don't say that name, Higgy.
He was that back.
Yeah.
The guy now.
Yeah, he actually did so well for his first. So he performed well, but a lot of people didn't like his schemes. But he left Louisville for the head coaching job at Eastern Michigan. And then he went back. He did so badly there that he went back to the defensive coordinator ranks. But as much as we crap on him, we've got to give him his flowers when deserved. He gets his flowers. I have no idea why, because I didn't see a whole lot of quarterback. We only had two. I believe it was 2 tackles for loss last night. I was hoping, if you would have told me we were only going to get 2 tackles for loss last night before the game, I might have thought we were going to have trouble. We really didn't end up having that trouble after all.
It seemed like we had a lot of pressures with definitely number 50. I saw him. I mean, if they not counting, he was flying across the quarterback. I know he missed a couple, but man, it was timely. Affected the play, not letting the quarterback get the ball off for sure.
We need to see. Go ahead, Joey.
I was just going to say, while we didn't get stat-wise, a bunch of QB hurries or knockdowns or sacks or tackles for loss, the defensive line played phenomenally. They still made Carson Beck change what he was doing. Giving him, getting him out of his comfort zone. So they still made it hard for him. So stat-wise, didn't look like they really did a lot, but watching the game, they still did what they needed to do without getting those sacks.
Jay Bell says, have y'all talked about how the return of Sylvester could be solidifying the offensive line? We touched on it last week, that we thought with him coming, because he played in a couple of last game. He played a couple snaps at the end of the game. We hoped that would make shore up the offensive line. Also, was it me? I think Isaac Brown was looking for the knockout blow on that fumble. I agree with you there. They were holding a lot. Bell points out they were holding a lot on us as well. I can't wait to see future Louisville running backs coach Brandon Radcliff on the sideline helping out and things of that nature. Shawn, who was your defensive player of the game?
I'm actually going to go the front 7 as a whole, because I looked up the stats from last year's game.
Y'all are copping out by saying entire position.
I got one. I just got one guy.
I didn't just do it, but still.
But last year's game, they rushed for 229 yards. This game, 69 yards.
Nice.
69.
Stop, Joey.
So you look at that. They kept Mark Fletcher in check. He had 73 yards last year. Kept him in check.
I hope we get him in the transfer portal next year.
Yeah, because I worried about him. I was worried they're going to use play action. Right, they're going to run him, get 5 yards, and play action, go over the top. They weren't able to do that last night, and that really, really helped us. So I got to go the linebackers and the defensive line, because they were both causing havoc for him.
Sam?
I know Brandon already said it, but I've given Coach so much flack.
You have. You're the number one hater.
So I'm gonna personally say it, repeat it. Coach Ron English gets my game ball for defensive player of the game. I think he made one mistake.
Here we go. You can't just let him have his flowers. You got to put some fertilizer on it.
He made one, and it didn't cost us as much. It just cost us a first down. It was, I think, 3rd and 17, 3rd and 13 in the fourth quarter. And he dropped Lubin out to play in the flat. Like, his 3rd down. Why is your best pass rusher not doing what he does best?
Well, what was the result of that play?
They got a first down, 3rd and 7. I think it was.
That's unacceptable. Take his flowers away. Unacceptable.
Outside of that, he called a phenomenal game. He had different pressures, things like that. It really did confuse them. I think a couple of his stems caused a false start on the offense. So he was great. Hats off, man.
I was super impressed by the multiple different formations, both offensively and defensively last night.
Yeah,
it really
was definitely messing up Miami for sure.
It really threw them off. Joey, who was your defensive player of the game?
Joe, 2 interceptions, even though only one of them counted. But I think the deep pass, he's able to kind of keep a lid on, right? Huh?
I said you caught yourself.
No, I wasn't about to pull a you. I don't have any cowboy in me. No, but he's able to keep a lid on it, on the stretch in the field, and then obviously came up, made 2 great catches. One of them counts, but I'll give it to JoJo, because I'm not going to just say everybody on the defense.
Listen,
everybody on the defense played great.
So leading up to the game, the one thing everybody said is their defensive line was the difference makers.
Yes.
They were going to dominate. They were going to manhandle our lines. Our guys held their own, and that's the reason.
Oh, we won that battle.
We won the game. Listen, everybody that's watched this show for the last 7 years, they know we have a segment we run every week. We're very, very interested. So, full disclosure, our guy Shawn here, great all-around dude, never touched a girl, had no experience. We want to know when it happens, Shawn. So we're going to ask the question we ask every week. Shawn, let's go ahead and we'll throw to your segment.
No. That dude.
Let me say something real quick.
No, hold on. I want to say something real quick. God, I hope not, because he was with his sisters last night.
Very true.
Next week is homecoming week for football. Have you ever been to homecoming week, the homecoming parties?
No.
Okay, you need to go. The week after that is Halloween. Go out, sir. This weekend and the weekend after that, go out the house.
So Shawn's luck. Here's Shawn's luck. Y'all ever watch How I Met Your Mother? Do we have any How I Met Your Mother fans? They had the masquerade party where the 2 people kissed. It would be his luck. He kissed his sister and then go, or no, more so the Friends episode where Monica and Ross realized that they were each other's mystery kisser in the middle of the night. That's what's going to happen if we let something like that happen with Shawn. We're going to have to, we talk a bunch of crap here, but we need to take him out one night and just let him marinate around greatness, because with all of us around, not Higgy, but with all of us around, there should be no way he couldn't attract at least a 4 or a 5, right?
Every single one of us will get action.
Yeah, I'm married, and I probably would pull several. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. I'm not. Listen.
All right, I'm gonna bounce, guys. I'm gonna go in here and see Mom.
All right, tell her we said hi. We hope she feels better.
All right, go Cards.
Go Cards.
Yeah. All right. So, speaking of taking things to the next level, are you ready to take your health to the next level? Prime IV Hydration and Wellness has a special promotion just for you. Join us now and receive 1 month free after a 6-month membership. This offer is only available for a limited time, so head over to Prime IV in Middletown. Give them a call, 502-251-9836. Shout out to all of our phenomenal sponsors. You see them around the board on right now as we speak. We realize we're going a little bit longer tonight. We're going to try to wrap it up for y'all. We appreciate you spending your Saturday evening with us. just a few more things to talk about. Top 25 talk. The polls come out tomorrow, I think around 2:00. Higgy, we'll let you go first. Where do you think the Cardinals come in? Where do you think they bust into the top 20? Chat, we want you all to tell us where you think they will end up in the top 25 as well. Even if you've already done it, do it again so we can get to it faster for reference. But Higgy, we'll let you go first on this.
I'm going to say 21. I think looking at some of the games that are going on right now and everything like that, I think we can come in at about 21.
All right, Shawn?
I'm going to go 23.
23. Okay. Sam?
I'll go 22.
Interesting. All right, Brandon. Special guest. Well, actually, not even a guest anymore. You're like the honorary member of the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast. Where do you think we show up?
I think 18, man. You beat the number 2 team in the nation. I think you jump well above the top 20. I mean, a top 25 team, a team outside of the top 20 shouldn't be the top 2 team. And I think we should be undefeated with that loss of Virginia. We gave it away. If they paying attention, I mean, Miami wasn't playing nobody. They played every Florida school before they played us, and they was number 2 in the nation. I mean, they played Bethune, UCF, Florida, Florida State,
Notre Dame,
and they played Notre Dame as well.
Miami played Notre Dame?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the first game. Yeah,
I thought Florida State played Notre Dame the first game of the season.
No, they played Alabama.
No, it was Miami, actually.
Okay, my bad.
Well, so I guess that's their one,
their one solidified win, yeah.
solidified win, but come on, give us, they didn't want to give us a top ranking before the Virginia game, and we were undefeated, so I think they should give us some look.
Brandon, I hate doing this, but I'm gonna have to disagree with you. There is no way. What you said? What 18?
18, yeah.
There's no way that we're gonna be ranked number 18th because we're gonna be ranked number 16th.
Oh.
Because Virginia is going to be the reason why, because they're going to be right ahead of us at 15. Their weight is going to pull us up. That's our only loss. The way that loss will pull us up a little bit higher. I feel like we will end up somewhere between, all jokes aside, 16 and 18 is my prediction, somewhere in that range. I think that we're going to finally, only one time in history do I remember Louisville getting any kind of help in the polls. SEC teams get it all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even the week leading up to the game, if there's a team that's like at 30th and Alabama's playing them, they normally pull them up to 24 or 25 for that week to give them another ranked win. The only time we've ever got any kind of poll help, it was our very first game against Miami. We were both ranked, our very first ranked matchup against Miami. It was in Miami. It was the Devin Hester game. Hurts even saying that we were the first team in AP poll history to lose the game and jump up spots in the poll. So that right there is the only other time. I think tomorrow will be the second such instance, even though we didn't lose the game. We beat the number 2 team in the country. Their only team we lost to is ranked above us. I think Virginia will get some love from Miami. There's a great possibility that tomorrow there's 4 ACC teams in the top 16.
Not to cut you off, but didn't we get some help in 2016 after beating Florida State?
Yeah, we went to 2.
Yeah.
Higgy,
I think we're already 7 or something like that.
We were 10th and we were
10. Oh, 10, yeah.
Higgy, I didn't say we'd never jumped up in the polls before, slap nuts. That's happened a bunch of times. We were 10, they were 2. We beat them. We went to 5, they went to 10.
5, yeah, before. Yeah.
So.
Well, I'm just trying to make B-Ram feel a little old over here because that was the last time I was in the student section as well for that game.
So my gosh.
So don't that make you older?
Hey, we getting old, man. That's a blessing, man. It's a blessing to get old, right?
So it is a blessing, but we don't get older. We get more seasoned over this way, Higgy.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess that comes with the old age.
You just said we don't get old. It comes with age, wisdom, maturity.
There's this thing they've invented called AI.
Oh, yeah.
It still has more artificial intelligence than you do. I'm just kidding.
Okay. On that note, everybody, love y'all. Have a good night.
All right, man. Get out of here. Care, y'all heard his DoorDash guy knock at the door. That's why he's hopping off here. True story. His ringtone on my phone is the Chick-fil-A jingle. All right, let's get back to what we're talking about. So top 25, we've all given our thoughts there. This defense, y'all have heard me say it all year. This is a top 25 defense. Do you agree or do you disagree? The last 3 weeks, even with the loss against Virginia, the defense played phenomenally.
Mhm.
The last 3 weeks, has this team went from a top 25 defense to a top 15 defense in the country? Shawn, I'll let you go first on this one.
I think you'd have to say so because Miami was scoring, 35 a game?
Yeah.
And they kept them to 21 points. And
Yeah.
one of them was off a fumble that put them in scoring range, put them right, almost goal line.
Okay, Shawn, let me break something down to you.
Our
have
defense is better than our offense, I feel
Yeah.
like, honestly, to me.
we have one of the greatest running backs in Louisville history on the line here with us. Okay, follow me. Don't say the word fumble with such conviction because that probably gives him some PTCD, post-traumatic Cardinal distress. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Sam, do you think that we're top? Where would you rank? Let me change the question up. Where would you rank our defense in the country?
I would put us right outside the top 10.
Okay. I don't hate it. I don't disagree with it either. I try to say top 15 to kind of encompass spots 10 through 15. Brandon, do you agree?
Yeah, I think wherever, they place us in the ranking, I think our defense should, be right there because it's a lot of teams that probably have a better defense, but I think our offense will probably even out and make us a better team overall. SEC, they play a lot of ball. I'm not saying that we're not better than them, but I feel like we're right outside the top 10. But with the offense we have and the capability we have, we could be better than the top 10. With everything come together and a full team and with the head coach Brum, we could beat anyone.
Absolutely. On any given Saturday or Friday, Louisville. That's another thing. Louisville does exponentially better versus top 25 teams on Thursday and Friday nights. We beat Clemson. That's something else that Brom's been able to do. Win the big games. We won last night. Beat Clemson at their place last year.
Yeah.
Beat Notre Dame the year before at home, a top 10 Notre Dame team. This is his third season here, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, it's weird because I always do it by quarterback. So there was year Plummer, there was year Shuck, and now it's year Moss. And shout out to Miller Moss, man. Again, we've given him so much crap this year. Last night, because the offensive line gave him enough time to again, there were still 3 or 4 plays that I was like, no, don't do it again. There were a couple times I thought he was going to throw interceptions. He didn't. But he got better last night because the offensive line got better. Sam, you're the beat writer, so I'm going to ask this question directly to you, and then we'll let everybody else follow suit. What do we need to do going forward to maintain this momentum that we have set fully? Because, again, a lot of people will say, well, the momentum just started last night. But with the way the defense is played, that momentum, I believe, started at the James Madison game because we played James Madison in Pittsburgh.
Yes.
Is that correct? And we played a heck of a second half against James Madison to secure. And I still think James Madison is going to be a playoff contender, a sleeper for the playoff. But we have built from that point forward every game. How do we continue that?
Continue what you started in the first quarter. Sorry, with the Miami game. Remember when we talked about it Thursday night? I said that we needed to get off to some quick passes, things like that to keep do a little bit of misdirections. They didn't do as much misdirections, but they did a lot of quick passing.
Sure.
Miami's defensive line was not able to get to Miller Moss because he was getting it out in about 2 seconds, 2.5, whatever. And then that allowed him to find a rhythm. And we've all seen how great of a quarterback he is once he gets in that rhythm. So it's going to start up front with the offensive line, and with Sylvester being back, it does solidify that offensive line. Now it's going to be up to Coach Brom and the players to go ahead and continue what they did in the first quarter of that game with the quick passes, opening the holes for the running backs, giving Miller Moss some time so that he can get comfortable, get in that early rhythm, and then once he gets in that rhythm, he can go ahead and beat Miller Moss. In terms of the defense, keep doing what you're doing. I think it was Wesley Bailey who said that they play violent.
Yeah.
Keep playing violent. For me, this is one of the best defensive I've seen in a while. And I think we're still missing, to think about it, we're still missing Clark and cornerback Rodney Johnson. So
yeah,
there's still pieces to add to this puzzle and more depth to add to the defense. So keep playing violent, keep playing discipline, keep playing fast. Trust your eyes, trust your teaching, and trust your system, and it'll go from there.
Jay Bell says if you make them run offense, they've looked very pedestrian. Also, I think the next wrinkle. Here's the point I wanted to point out, and I think I agree 1,000%. The next wrinkle in this offense could be Deuce throwing out of that formation we saw him in last night. That was a very good niche formation, and here's the thing about it: he told the world a couple nights ago, "We're gonna use multiple quarterbacks," and everybody's like, "We're gonna switch quarterbacks off the whole." And then he clarified, "No, we got some packages." He told. I don't know how smart that was, but it worked
To say it,
yeah.
do it, and not only did he use multiple, he had 3 in there at the same time. Now you really have to figure out what's going on. Is it going to be a double pass? Is like what's happening here? So, like you say, there's going to be wrinkles later on down the road with similar formations too. So yeah.
Aaron Walker answering our question. He thinks we'll come in at number 18. Garrett says 22. Wes Brocky said, I said 25 earlier, but respectfully, probably 20 is better. Jay Bell says, should be behind Virginia, but in front of Notre Dame. Chris Curry says, my contention was that Miami always throws a dud. Then it was even better that Cristobal got the job, got out coached again, and Beck wet his pants 5 times. He threw 5 interceptions. It doesn't matter if one of them didn't count. And Brian says, Brian McGlasson says, Brian has given us our first win in the state of Georgia, first win at Clemson, and first win at Miami. Yeah, absolutely. And he's also, I don't remember the last time we had a coach that gave a team its last 2 home losses. And I'd be interested, and I know it's not easy to track down because I tried earlier. I wonder when the last time they had lost at home before we beat them the last time. Like, were they on a 15-game winning streak? How? Because they could very well be 10-2 in their last 12 games with both losses coming to Louisville. Sam, I want you to explain this to me. They put a graphic on the TV last night saying that Brom, since 2023, Shawn, is that? No, you didn't watch it. Since 2023, he had the most ACC wins with 24. How in God's name in 3 seasons could we have 24 ACC wins?
We have, was it 8 games?
We only play 8 games.
8, 16, 24. Yeah, that was incorrect.
Maybe it meant the 22, 20.
Maybe total. Maybe
No.
total.
It's and they put the graphic out on social media too. Everybody was retweeting it. Brady Brown retweeted it. Shout out to Brady. Here's what I think.
Was the question ACC wins?
Yeah, it was ACC
coaches
wins
with most wins since 23.
Oh, that's a good question.
That is a good question. I thought it said most ACC wins. Shawn, if you'll check Brady's timeline, you can see it. But the only thing I can think of is maybe it was counting the 22-23 season. No, because this is just his 3rd season.
Yeah, it has to be.
Hey, I got to take off, man.
All right. Brandon, appreciate you coming in here with us, man.
Thank you, brother, man. Thank y'all for having me. I'll definitely be back on for sure.
Oh, you already know
I got to handle something right quick, man.
Take care of business. We appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, take care, y'all.
Yeah, my only thing, it might be ACC coaches with the most wins. That would make sense because ACC wins would not make sense because
maybe the graphic was just wrong because it said, because going into the game, Brown was at 23 and Cristobal was at 22.
So what about? Oh well, Dabo's been struggling too. So
yeah,
it can't be ACC.
Yeah, he's about to go lose again. You're about to lose to SMU.
Yeah, it can't be ACC wins. It has to be ACC wins total.
Shawn, did you look up Brady's timeline like I asked you to, or are you just sitting over there?
I'm fine.
Okay, just trying to figure it out. Sorry, throat was getting itchy. Rapid fire, number 4 ranked U of L volleyball team fell last night to number 8 SMU. The volleyball team took the loss so that the football team could win. Very noble of you all. 5 sets. The Mustangs won in 5 sets for their 5th conference win of the season. Senior Izzy Bianco scored a pair of goals to help lead the U of L field hockey team to a 3-1 win over number 19 California in an ACC contest Friday at Traeger. The U of L men's soccer team battled to a 1-1 draw against Wake Forest Friday night at Wake Forest. 2 U of L student athletes have been appointed to their respective D1 oversight committees. Sophomore setter Nalise Cabello has been appointed, and Javon Hadley has been appointed as a member of the NCAA Division I oversight committee. You helping them out, Sam?
No, I found it. They meant ACC coaches because I just remember Coach Brahma 10 wins his first season. He had 9 last year, and then before last night.
But did you pull the graphic?
I don't know what the graphic said, but it's 23 wins total.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 23 wins.
What's on my time, Shawn? Just mother of God, dude. All you got to do, Brady.
Yeah, I was looking at.
He was looking at it, but he didn't see it on there.
Let's see.
But yeah, so I it's got to be, like I said, 23. Just coaching.
Yeah, it again. I knew there was something sketchy. Actually, look at my timeline because I retweeted everything about the game last night. So, nevertheless, U of L freshman defender Ella Bard has been called up to the U.S. under-19, under-18 women's national team for a pair of upcoming international friendlies. U.S. Soccer announced Friday afternoon. Bard will travel to Portugal from October the 20th to the 29th for training camp and matches against the Republic of Ireland and Portugal's under-19 teams. Guys, we appreciate y'all tuning in tonight. Please support our photographers, Jeff Nunn, TJ Bard, Justin Kruger, Keith Russell. Stay tuned to our social media and subscribe to us on YouTube or Facebook to be alerted anytime we go live, even though we prefer YouTube. You can find the audio version on over 125 podcast avenues as long as Shawn tells me to hit record. Apple, iTunes, Buzzsprout, Spotify, TuneIn, Google, Amazon, iHeart, to name a few. Hit subscribe, like, heart, plus sign, or whatever it Shawn does in the closet on the weekends. Now, to get these automatically downloaded to your phone, laptop, or PC. If you haven't listened to all the prior episodes of the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast, it's easy to find. Go to cardinalsportszone.com, go to the podcast tab, drop down menu, select CSZ Podcast for the stuff from our last 7 years, from the stuff from our first 2 years, hit archives, and from the 5 years in between. You're out of luck because Nick Valvano deleted it all, probably when he was on the toilet. He broke my toilet. I'm going to need to send him a bill. It is what it is, but you won't find any of that because he deleted it. Check out our exclusives on Cardinals. I'm giving Nicky a hard time. I'm sorry, Nick. Love you, buddy. Exclusives at cardinalsportszone.com, the place that I'll begin. Shout out to everybody out there sharing the podcast. We appreciate and love you guys. Shout out. Here's our shout out portion. Shout out to Marcus Maven and Steve Rummage doing the Lord's work Monday through Friday from 10 to noon on ESPN 93.9 The Ville. Shout out to our guy Dalton Pence. 4,000 views on his last YouTube video, or maybe 4,000 subscribers. Big milestone. He also has Mondays with Dalton Pence, Monday from 6 to 7 on the Big X. And our guys, Blake McCauley and Terrence Jennings, former Cardinal Terrence Jennings, alongside with Jeff Nunn, covered Louisville Media Day for us the other day. I know we talked about it a little bit. All their content's blowing up on TikTok, YouTube, from Media Day. Make sure you find them. They are Spill, IN, The Ville. Check them out on Twitter, YouTube, everywhere you can find content. Speaking of where can people find content, Sam, where can they find you on social media?
Baseboy124.
You can find Joey at JoeWaman526. You can find Higgy at Whataburger. Shawn, where can they find you at offenders.com?
What?
They will not find me on a.
Okay, very good answer. Very good answer.
Correct answer.
You finally answered one correctly. Where can they find you on social media, Slaps?
Sorry. At Elville Shawn and S Barber 06.
Barbara of DeVille. I'm still trying to find this stat.
I'm looking for it too, and I don't see it. I thought you said you did it, but I don't see it on yours either.
I did retweet it. You know what? We'll clarify. I mean, I think Sam figured it out. We'll clarify it though on next week's show for sure. Let's go back to the chat and wrap things up. Jay Bell says, "What do you think the conversation is to keep last night's energy? Y'all know we beat Clemson. Went and laid an egg against Stanford the next week. Great point." And it's kind of like what I asked Sam earlier about what do we need to do to keep the momentum. I think because people say things happen for a reason. I think last year us laying that egg to Stanford is going to be the reason why we don't duplicate that this year. One thing that bodes well for us is that we have a home game this time. We play very well at home. We won't have to rush all the backs at the same time. We'll be able to divvy out the production. And, what do we got? We'll talk more about it on Friday night. What do we got to do to beat Boston College? I'll give you a little hint. We've got to suit up and breathe. Let's do this. This will be a fun thing. What do we think the spread will open up tomorrow for Boston College?
14.5.
Okay. Sam's going 14.5.
I'm going to go. I got to go high. I'm going to go 17.
Okay. I'm going 28. UConn busted them by 20-something today. We're way better than UConn. I'm going to go not only double digits, I'm going to go double digits. I think we end up as a 20-point or more favorite in that game. You'll be able to see it tomorrow. We'll put betting odds out. I did put an interesting story out today. It was called About Last Night with a capital U, and it's a compilation of my favorite YouTubes, Twitters, videos and stuff from everybody from Pat McAfee to Danny Cannell to Dalton Pence was in that compilation. So check that out. Tomorrow, betting odds will be out. Got a lot of good content coming for y'all this week. We're hoping to get to a point where things can slow down a little bit to where we can all start doing features again. That we love doing the features and stuff like that. Ones to watch has been something favorite of mine to put out. We're going to try to do more stuff like that. Clemson lost by 11. Awesome. Miami was only on a 2-game winning streak when we beat them in 2023. So 12. So I was right. 12. They're 12-2 in their last 14. That was a guess and a really good one. And both losses are to us. The 2 losses were both on the road. Okay. All right. Very well. Fair enough. All right. Let's get this going.
They must have took that down then, because
they must have, because and we can go back and watch it. What I'll do is I'll go back and watch the game. At the end of it, it's within the last 5 minutes of the game last night. They showed the graphic again. Very possible I misread it, but I thought it said most ACC wins since 2023, and I was like, "Holy crap! Did we play extra games? Have we went undefeated? Like, I know we lost a couple teams, Miami and SMU last year at least."
So Plies even tweeted out.
Yeah, Lamar, everybody who was oh gosh, what's RG3? He tweeted about Chris Bell. He got some love last night for sure. Shout out to our guys at the 502 Circle, Dan and Mark, backing up the Brinks trucks for all the players. The sole reason why one of the reasons why Chris Bell is a Cardinal this year and not a Longhorn. Just improved our roster by making those things. And speaking of improvement, did you know that regular IV therapy can help improve your energy levels, boost your immune system, and enhance your overall well-being? At Prime IV Hydration and Wellness, their memberships offer a convenient way to maintain your health with monthly treatments. Visit them at Prime IV in Middletown to learn more about how their wellness plans can support your lifestyle and help you feel your best every day. We've all had, except for Sam. Sam is the last one to get on board with this. We'll get him figured out here. We just all happened to be together the other Saturday for a wrestling pay-per-view, so we all went. But Shawn, you feel a lot better, right? I feel a lot better every day, and I was at a point to where I felt really bad every day, and I went and did this for the first time. I felt like $1 million. Final thoughts for me. Episode 300 around the corner. Tonight's 293. So we got a couple more weeks until the Miami game week. That's when episode 300 comes out. We'll have Chris Redman, greatest of all time. He's your 1A or 1, because a lot of people say Lamar Jackson, Chris Redman, 1A, 1B. I'll give you that. We'll have Steve Rummage in here. We'll all be here like normal. Joey will be here. It'll be a packed house, but we'll have plenty of mics, plenty of headsets, and plenty of good time. And we're working on a special guest that has told us not sure, but hopefully he'll be able to come in, and we think you all will really enjoy it. But this Friday night, we will preview Boston College, and we will talk about the very first men's basketball action of the season, because right before we go on live at 7 o'clock Friday night, Louisville and Kansas tip off in the first exhibition game of the season. So we'll be able to talk a little basketball. We'll have the little double TV action going on for another Friday night in a row down in the basement. Louisville, Kansas on one TV, SmackDown on the other. We'll get ready. We'll come up here. We'll ball out. We'll have a good time. We appreciate you all tuning in for this extended victory episode. For myself, for Shawn, for Sam, for Joey, for even for Higgy, and for our special guest, Brandon Radcliff. We appreciate you all. Thanks again for all the love and support. We love you guys. And until next time, this has been the Cardinal Sports Zone Podcast. L's up. We beat you. I like it. That's fun.